Hi, this is Rick bringing you another Toy Soldier review, and today I'm looking at some Matchbox 1-72 Nato Paratroopers. These figures are from the 1980s, and this box I have here is unopened. I actually got this from a friend of mine who owns a house clearance business, and he knows I collect things like this, and he brought these over. He said he found them in an old garden shed, and he knew I'd be interested in them. So I figured I'd wait to open them and do a small review on them. We'll get the cellophane off here. Okay, I'll start with the cover art. What they've got here is obviously some British paratroopers circa 1980, and they're shown on landscape that's obviously reminiscent of the Falkland Islands. The box art is good. It makes you want to sort of buy the product, but obviously paratroopers don't go into combat wearing their berets. It's a very romantic image, and there's a lot of paintings that have been done that show that, but it's completely inaccurate. So you've got on the side there the poses that are actually inside the box, and as was usual with Matchbox, you had a painting guide on the back, which, if I just bring it up here, it won't focus in that well, but it gives you the colours to paint the areas they've noted here. Okay, inside the box, it's been a bit damaged over the years, but not to worry. Yep. Okay, we've got two sprues, and on this first one here, we've got the paratrooper kneeling with his SLR. There's 5 sculpts of that. There's the two guys here on the end, there and there, dropping a mortar down the 81mm mortar tube. And these figures here have been done in a pose that's quite reminiscent of some photos from the Falkland Islands of both Royal Marines and paratroopers after the fall of Port Stanley. Here we've got the 81mm mortars. There are 2 of those. You have here what's obviously an officer's model with his Browning high power. And then you've got 5 chaps running with their Sterling submachine guns. So that's on the first sprue right there. Right, on this one we have 5 guys laying down here with the Jimpies, the general purpose machine guns. We've got 2 at the top here with the 7.62 Bren conversions. They were originally 303 Brens, but they had some conversion work to make them to the Nato 7.62 caliber. Just turning this around so you can see it a bit. There are 2 guys kneeling with the Law 80, the light anti-armour weapon, plus another chap signalling there and there with the, again, Sterling submachine guns. There are 4 here again with SLRs, 2 comms guys with the radios, 2 assistant gunners that have the belts for the GPMG there and there, and 5 at the bottom in the standing firing position. So there's sprue number 2. These figures have been produced in soft plastic, which, as I've said before, my preference is for, because they're less easy to damage. What I'll do is unclip a few of these from the sprue for the photos at the end. What I always use for this is a pair of the snips. If I just show you here, these are really good for this because they take off the sprues quite cleanly, and they don't leave a lot of the plastic burring you see. It's quite easy to cover up with a model knife just to trim them up, but you see there it is, very simple. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the still pics at the end. Thanks.